Today I'm going to show you how to write a jazz song from scratch. Please stick along to especially the very end of the video where I'm going to do a full analysis and really show you how the piece works. So musicians have different ways of approaching it. I personally always start from a melody first. When writing a melody, I try to think of it in my head before approaching an instrument. That way I'm not limited by my technical proficiency on any instrument. So I think that's sharp 4 to 5. Yeah, so this little short idea, the la da 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 do, is going to be kind of our motif, and that'll be kind of the start of our composition. So yeah, so it's like 4 and. Hi guys, Steven from the future here. Let me explain this melody and how it works. One of the reasons I think that it works well is because of this wide interval. When you're working with a ballad, the tempo is really slow, so you usually don't get a lot of excitement from fast notes. Instead, you got to create excitement in other ways, and here it's this large interval between the G and the D, which is an interval of a fifth. The other thing that I think is really exciting about this melody is that it immediately has this F sharp, which is outside of the diatonic world of C. The listener can hear immediately this outside tone, which has a lot of natural tension in it. Okay, back to the video. Let's do this. Maybe let's harmonize what we have here, and then maybe it'll give me some ideas about what I should do next. So it seems like we're in the key of C here because, yeah, but that first F sharp, it would make sense to do something like that, I mean. The thing about this is hard, I feel like, is that F sharp is so, it pulls it in such a hard direction. It feels like I'm really railroaded into a very specific sound, and I wish I had a little more flexibility. I just need to be more creative, I guess. But that's something that I dislike. So because I feel like I'm railroaded so hard with the F sharps, what if I just space it out? So we can be like this and this and this, and the melody can be like 3 and 1. I could go G sharp here, I guess, and then we can still play around with this shape, but I'm a little bit unconfident about this melody, but I think me trying to figure out some of the harmony might help shape this a little bit. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. This is kind of cool. But the simpler idea of this would just be like, I like that. And then the next part right here in this measure 2, there's this cliche, which is like C to sharp 5, C sharp 5 to C6. You might have heard this before. So that's kind of where that comes from. Hold on. So this stuff is happening. So I'm definitely playing the melody a little bit differently when I get to this part. So what do we do? Do 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 do. It's a da 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 rather than do do do. Let's put that in. I always play it like that. So we're gonna go back. Dramatic do do do, and then here la 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 la. That's so beautiful. We can move this up octave. Maybe this isn't correct. So wait, oh, I'm confused. So I need it to loop here. Okay guys, I think I figured it out. This whole thing needs to be a pickup. So let's analyze this piece. The first thing to think about is the melody. Really, the beginning of the melody is A, B, A prime, B prime, but all you really need to know is that it repeats almost identically. The way that I structure it is that the first half of the melody has all these wide leaps. There's a lot going on that's very rhythmically and intervallically interesting. But if the whole piece was like that, with so much stuff going on, it would be kind of chaotic. And so to cool it down after all that turbulence, the second half of the piece is very calm. From measures 6, 7, and 8, and 9, we remove all the rhythmic variety, we reduce the range of the melody and the intervallic leaps. It really becomes just this straight quarter note thing. And then small leap here. So that's kind of how the two parts work together. Widely contrasting elements when put together that balance each other. So then let's talk about the harmony. There's a through line of that sharp 5 chord. That chord right there. Now this is present through the entire song. It's first present there. So the next place that we have that sharp 5 chord is in the 4th measure. We have now it's not identical, because if it were, that C sharp would stay. But it's really close, and your ear is basically going to pick up on that it's the same motif. But yeah, same concept. And finally, in the rest of the piece, in that second half of the A section, we also continue to have that sharp 5 here, then here, this one right here too. Of course, there again. So yeah, that sound is present through the whole composition and is really a really nice through line. So thanks for watching the video. If you learned something, feel free to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. You could also leave a comment on where you think the song should head next. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.